Hey, I thought I'd get you the Willow Glen stats, and we're going to try something new here by doing it via video. To start with, we just want to talk about what went pending for the week. And basically, what we had is we had 17 houses that went pending. When we average those together, it's just under 900,000 at 898,250. Now, compared to last year this week, we were at 778. 458. So basically, wanted to kind of smooth things out for a 12-week period, and things have been generally at about the same level because if we average the 12 weeks for 2013, we're at 897, so only like within $1,000 of where we've been at for this week. Now, our 12-week average for last year was at 762,000, or about an 18% increase of 2013 versus 2012. Now, when we talk about the actual amount of units that actually went pending, this week we had 17 that went pending, and basically the 12-week average was 17 as well. So we're putting about 17 places in contract in Willow Glen every single week. And that's been about the average for basically the last quarter or basically the last 12 weeks. Now, as we shift gears and we talk about what's available on the marketplace, the count of available single-family homes in Willow Glen Area 10, there's 62 homes available for sale. And if we average that over the last 12 weeks, it's 57. Now, when we compare that to 2012, 2012 is when we started to see the countdown of less inventory available throughout not only just Willow Glen, but the entire county. Now, last week, we were at 62, and so for the prior year in 2012, we were at 76. So that's about an 18% drop, which is not much. Now, the unsung hero in regards to how the market is performing is the actual days on market. Now, what that number represents is that's the number of days that it takes from when a house first goes on the market until it has an offer that is accepted on it. Now, if we average what that took for this week out of those 17 sales, it took approximately 20 days on average for a house to go pending. And to average that over the last 12 weeks, or basically the last quarter, it took about 25 days. So a little bit above average for the week in regards to how quickly things are moving. Now, to put a real perspective on this, we tracked this number in 2012 as well. And based on the 2012 numbers, for this exact same week in 2012, it took 69 days. And if we take the 12-week average number, it was 65 days. So clearly, things are moving much quicker in 2013 when we compare it to 2012. Now, just to kind of keep you rounded of what's going on throughout the entire greater San Jose area, we track areas 1 through 23, which is basically everything in South County, which would include Gilroy and Morgan Hill, up through San Jose, and including the cities of Santa Clara. This also includes Los Gatos, Saratoga, includes Cupertino, Sunnyvale, those kinds of areas. Now, the stats that I previously told for Willow Glen were only the single-family homes. And when we look at the other areas, we include the condos and townhouses, or PUDs is what those officially are called. And we actually grew a little bit. We grew this week by 70 units. So when we combine those totals, it's at 1,163 for this week. And when we compare that to last year, we had about 277 more, and last year we're at 1,440. Now, historically, those numbers are still really low, and that's why we see the supply and the demand numbers that have changed so much and kind of driving pricing up. And when we wanted to look at, separate out the single families from the condo PUD market, and we look at out of those available homes, out of everything that's on the marketplace, how many are actually under contract. 64% of single-family homes are actually under contract. So, said another way, when you're driving in your car and you see a for sale sign as you go down the street, basically about 2/3 of the time they already have an offer and contract on that property, and only about 1/3 of the time will you be able to make an offer because it hasn't have something pending. Now, if you're looking at the condo and townhouses, the number's a little bit higher, 73%. Actually, it's 73.5, so let's call that 74, or round all the way up to 75. Or about 25% of the time can you put an offer on a condo townhouse when there has been a for sale sign out in front, because 75% of the time technically 74% of the time, there's already an offer that's been accepted on that property. I hope that these stats are interesting to you and you find some value in that. Thanks for watching and have a great day.